we go win that one, use and relax now. Say we no qualify for the World Cup, but we have the Nations Cup to fight for and win it. Last time we went for the Nations Cup, we finished second. We lost that final against Ivory Coast. Hopefully, we are going to do one better when the tournament starts tomorrow. The Premier League is still on. We're going to see about over 100 games in this Christmas period. So sit down, relax. While we are enjoying these Christmas holidays, games are happening everywhere in Africa, have happened everywhere in Europe, because the Spanish league will, after this final week, this week they will go on break. Everybody's going on break, but instead of go on break, only English Premier League will be on. In the Boxing Day, they are on. 2nd of January, they are on. So we are going to enjoy premium football from the English Premier League and the African Cup of Nations. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Gordon. Today, we talk about the African Cup of Nations and the Premier League. Good morning, also.
Good morning, Godwin. Like some people say, Nigeria's qualified for the for the Afcons. Some people with their 25 hours electricity go sit down for us, they watch talking about Ghana here. And again, another interesting show to talk about football. We can't wait for the weekend, because today, banter for banter. I don't care what your team is. I come with premium banter today. No facts. I'm just telling you as it is.
Good morning, guys. You have to wait on Monday for you.
And the banter today, because I'm Monday, I feel no get voice. I feel no get voice on Monday. So I start today.
You are collecting an L
I start today.
Also, you are collecting an L today.
Good morning.
I don't even talk to Nonso, because he's playing City and he's here talking about.
Now they talk. That's how I go banter today. That's how I go banter today.
You go
on
banter
Monday.
yourself. Don't worry.
I'll wait for the. Come on.
Okay, good morning, John.
Yes, a very good morning to you. Good morning to everybody joining us and listening in. Welcome to another exciting show. I'm super excited to be in the studio. And I have one word for you today. His name is Victor Osimhen, and he scores. This Afcon, we are ready.
We are ready. Hopefully, we are going to win it, because we need to win this. We need to give in this country. We need to give something to smile about when it comes to football. Now, since we don't qualify for the World Cup, we can just try and win this one. Hopefully, they are going to win this one. Okay, remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. You can always go there. Join us wherever you are around the world, or if you're outside Enugu. Remember, guys, too, we are now live on Radio Garden. It's a radio app on your Android or your iOS phones. You can download it, listen to us 24 hours anywhere you are around the world. Okay, let's start with the Premier League before we talk about the games that will happen tomorrow in the Afcon, because the Premier League is on. We have lots of games today, especially today, big games today. Okay, the games for today in the Premier League: Newcastle will play Chelsea in the first early kickoff by 1:30. So Newcastle is going to host Chelsea in that early kickoff. Okay, 4 p.m. games: Wolves will play Brentford. Manchester City will play West Ham at the Etihad. So collect. He must collect.
You will collect.
I'm supporting West Ham.
I'm
supporting Man in this one.
Your plan we know work.
No, by singing.
Your prayer we know work in this game.
Okay, the other games by 4 p.m. games today. Brighton will play Sunderland. Bournemouth will play Burnley. The second to last game for today is Tottenham will play Liverpool in one of the big games today. So almost all the big games are happening today. By 9 p.m., 2 games by 9 p.m. Leeds United will play Crystal Palace, and Everton will play Arsenal in the last game for today. For tomorrow's game, just one game tomorrow, Aston Villa will play Manchester United, and Fulham will play Nottingham Forest on Monday. Okay, let's start with the early kickoff. The early kickoff: Newcastle versus Chelsea. Chelsea needs to win a game, but Newcastle has probably found something they can hold on to, because recently they have been winning games. They won their Carabao Cup against Fulham. Now they are playing Chelsea. Chelsea Palmer is back. Everybody knows that Palmer is back. Pedro is there, even though the lap is still a little bit out of his shoulder injury. But if you look at that game against Maresca, he needs to win against Newcastle, because going away to Newcastle is one of the toughest stadiums you can go in England.
Yes, the St. James's Park is what it is. Apart from Old Trafford and now the biggest stadium in England, I'm talking about the Tottenham Stadium. St. James's Park is the second or third most biggest stadium in England, and it's that way because of the big, massive home section where you have a lot of fans shouting down your neck while you're playing the ball. And it's going to be a good environment for Chelsea to come and test their might again. Like, it's going to be a good environment. The only thing that will go in Chelsea's favor today is that Yuan Wisha is not available, because Yuan Wisha was available in the midweek when he played in that.
He's going to be on the bench.
It's going to be available.
He's going to be available. He's going to be on the bench. He might not start. Both Made will start, but obviously he's going to. It's added firepower for Newcastle.
Thank you. That means that it's going to be fire, aura for aura, fire for fire.
Well,
in this one for
I don't know how you see, but again, let's look at the stats, because I said I was going to go for proper banter. Now, that banter will come with stats. For I know I've always said it before that Chelsea attack has nothing to offer. I will always say it, and it's like people say, why would you say something like that? I went to I saw a stat recently, which is stat attack, and I'll tell you, in Chelsea's goals in the Premier League this season, defenders have scored about 6 to 8 goals in their goals. Defenders have scored 6 to 8 goals. The midfield has scored 16 goals. Joao Pedro, Gittins, all of them, they call them midfield. Then the forward, the strikers, has only scored 1 goal for them this season in the Premier League. Now, only 1 goal for them. If you're talking about other competition, they've scored other goals in other competitions, but in the Premier League, the forward has just 1 goal. The midfield has 16 goals, which means now see that midfield, they build Chelsea. That crop of 4-2-3-1, then they build Chelsea. And if that midfield, if you can disjoint that midfield, you have your result. Well, again, it's always going to be a problem disjointing or disrupting the flow from that midfield, because
now Palmer is back.
Especially now that Palmer is back, now it's going to be very tough disrupting that midfield. But if you can disrupt that midfield, you have a result against Chelsea. I think that was how Man United managed to get results out of them, and that was the thing that kept them in the game against Arsenal. That was the thing that helped them to get their win against Barcelona. That midfield.
Okay.
Only 2 players for that midfield. They buy 1 full team.
Yeah. Okay. This guy is like Caicedo is fully back, and he played in the Carabao Cup. He is fully back after serving his 3 game suspension. He's going to back for this game, and actually they needed him in this game because when it comes to Newcastle, they can bully people, especially they can bully people. But it's going to be an interesting game, and the first game of the weekend is going to be Newcastle versus Chelsea. Who wins in that game? What's your prediction?
You know where I stand, don't you? But if I talk that, they will come for me. You know where I stand.
For me, I would have to say Chelsea are going to have to find a way to win it.
Okay, let's get your prediction for
Wolves. But I don't mind if they lose.
Wolves versus Brentford. 2 wins in that game.
Wolves, Brentford.
Kit, see, the both managers are
Brentford.
No, I don't go strum into the air for Brentford to catch.
Wow.
Okay, it's open. It's open. Robert was doing a good job.
Brighton versus Sunderland. Who wins in that game?
Sunderland, please.
Brighton.
Okay.
Brighton.
Let's see if your predictions will work. Okay, Bournemouth to play Burnley in the other game by 4 p.m.
Bournemouth.
Draw.
Okay. The other big game that will play today, City is going to play West Ham at the Etihad. If City wins,
how is that a big game?
If City wins this game, they will go temporarily top of the table until Arsenal plays. Arsenal still needs a draw against Everton. They'll still go back to the top, but it's going to be the same point. If this result goes this way, I just mentioned it, City needs to beat West Ham, and if they beat West Ham, it's going to be the first time they are going to test that number 1 this season. It's going to be an interesting game. So West Ham are fighting for relegation, and playing people that are fighting for relegation sometimes is tough because they are fighting for their life. If people are fighting for the title, they are fighting for their life. It's 2 different things. When a man is struggling for his life, he's strong.
Where in they fight for now when they collect?
Wait, no be say they go beat them, but he go struggle, but they go beat them. But
God, I don't like when you say things about West Ham and you look at us like the small children in the room. We are not. We have a rich history than Man City. They have more trouble. They have more trouble, but we have rich history than them.
Rich history go beat them 5-0 today now.
I feel beat them like 1-0. You get? See, I've talked about this. I know the Man City side. You don't want to talk about this team now. Haaland, they don't go Afcon.
Only
Haaland go Afcon.
Haaland go pick up injury today. Haaland go pick up 7 minutes. No, he go come back after Christmas. He'll come back. 7 minutes injury. Mavropanos, straight up. That's his job.
Haaland doesn't even get injured. That's the problem.
When Koimeno give an injury, you don't remember.
He rarely gets injured.
He rarely gets injured for a long spell, but a very short injury that will take him off of this game for like at least this game. That will concern you. Now my team, anything will make us win.
He's not saying go cry on Monday, so
let's do all the bad.
You are the one advising Chelsea fans and code or Man U fans that they should.
I never even bad. I tell you, say after. I'm not telling you that this game I am going to win.
On Monday,
which I know I am going to
people
win.
will come for you.
But I'm not
Monday
going to see it now. I'm just saying,
okay,
after 7 minutes, you commit the foul. It's called sensitive foul. Ramos did it to Salah in the Champions League final 2018. You commit a sensitive foul to Haaland or Foden, one of these two players, and the game is yours.
Okay, John, I see that game.
You know, this game is going to be very simple in the sense that
very simple.
You know how they go just tie one hand behind your back, tie one leg behind your back, then just use one thumb. Just they press down that X, down that X, down that X, and you go just hear flawless victory. Flawless victory. Now what will happen today?
No, they are blowout.
Flawless victory.
Talk as in a
blowout because happen today.
Because I don't if talk see declare is in a blowout. Don't talk and say 4-0, 5-0. Talk and say blowout.
Flawless victory.
Okay, let's see what happens. It's going to be John versus No. So today it's going to be an interesting battle. All of us will sit down and watch this particular game.
If we play this game and we have anything less than 70% possession, I will have an issue, a bone to pick with my what's his name?
Maresca.
With
Maresca, your next coach, your future coach, Maresca. You don't hear that move because at this point
we have less than 70% possession.
Now this point they use
and less when than I come on Monday now, you
go say a win is a win regardless. Regardless, we won QED.
Wait now, let me record it.
70% possession.
15 shots on target.
Yeah, on target. On target.
4-0 win.
Okay.
Which means they win with 4 matches. He don't write that down. He did record. Which means I'm just saying all this thing will not happen. I will not lose. I'll go back to my word. I will not lose.
Okay, so you're hoping for a draw.
I'm not hoping for any draw. I will not lose to City.
It's going to be an interesting game. It's going to be John versus No. So in this particular one, it's an in-house derby. In-house derby. Man City versus West Ham. So on Monday we'll see who is going to have a low voice and who is going to have a loud voice. On Monday.
They know
if they don't reach 4-0, make them not get loud voice.
Okay, the other game that happened at 6:30 is Tottenham versus Liverpool. Tottenham are struggling. Liverpool are struggling. Two struggling teams, even though that Liverpool at just two games ago has picked up a couple of wins, but Spurs are struggling. They started their season well, and everyone thought that Frank was going to do well, but things that usually happen to other sports coaches is happening to him. Do you understand? So they do like their certain first 10 games they're in top 10 or something. After that, you know that they're not even going to challenge for the title.
He's lucky Daniel left office I think at the beginning of the season. He's happy. He's lucky Daniel.
How is he lucky Daniel left office?
He don't come out now. So the new person go at least give him patience. You get the new person in charge is someone who's patient. I've seen him handle football matters before. He's not one of the managers who would.
I disagree.
No, he's not one of those people who will rush decisions based on personal feelings with the manager. But again, he's seen results over time. The team came in. It's a team introduction. You come in, you do well. At some point, before your distance starts to tick, you struggle, you get it right at first, then all of a sudden you have this shift because now you're beginning to implement some things you want the team to do. It's going to be very tough for them. But at first, it was not, the long throws were not there at first. Now you're seeing the long throws. There are some certain runs players are making now that you're not seeing it the first time, and they are winning matches. But now the style of play he wants to implement, he's implementing it gradually. And I think that's what's making them struggle.
Are they really winning matches though? Are they really winning matches?
They are winning matches, and not back-to-back wins, but at least they are getting results. They are grinding out results. See, you go surprised to say before the end of the season, they might not be finishing in the top 6. Or the end of the season, they'll be there or thereabout. They might be contending for top 8 in the Premier League. They might be contending for top 8, but they are not going to be in that 17th, 18th run like they were last season.
I have an axe to grind with you when you say that they are going to give him time, because whenever a new management takes over a club, whoever is the last vestige of the last era is moved out of the club. So as it is, Thomas Frank, new deal, yes, unfortunately the guy who brought you in is no longer in. So if there's anybody that has all the incentives in quotes to give him time to stay on the job and build the project he wants to build, the guy is no longer in the office. Daniel Levy is no longer in the office. And yes, the new management in charge of the club right now, talking about the family, they are the ones that are looking at this guy as one of the last vestiges of Daniel Levy's time in office. So they are not going to be too kind with him, especially with his divisive comments about the fans. So he's making up for that with results. Unfortunately, he lost the last game in the Prem against Nottingham Forest, of all people. You get. So, but coming back to this game now, one of the reasons why I feel like you've been saying that they've been poor and stuff like that, but if you look at them pari passu with Liverpool, they've been bang average. If you ask me, they haven't been poor. because if you look at this Liverpool side now that is sitting 7th, they are just 4 points behind them. A win today restores them in parity or takes them a point behind them at least. Secondly, they've scored 1 goal less than Liverpool. They've conceded 3 goals less than Liverpool. And then if you consider points gained from losing position, they've gained more points from a losing position, and they've also gained more, and they've also dropped a bit more points than Liverpool from winning position. That tells you that the difference in the two teams is not that much. The difference is that Liverpool are not living up to their potential right now this season because Arne Slot is implementing what he's implementing. Secondly, Tottenham are a bit better. They are way better off than they were last season because Thomas Frank too is implementing what he's implementing. And you also have to consider the fact that they have key characters out for the team.
Okay, who wins in this game?
Hopefully they do better.
It's going to be a big game. Who wins in this game?
After these statistics, so you just give me that. Liverpool go still beat them.
Tottenham will beat Liverpool.
Liverpool go still win this match because,
you
see, like you said about implementation, every manager has what they are implementing. And again, look at this Liverpool side. They are back to the basics, what they used to, when they were winning matches in the beginning of the season. Which means if they can go on with that performance, they can get this with 3 points in the bag.
Okay, let's see who wins in that game. It's going to be Spurs versus Liverpool. It's going to be Liverpool has struggled in the last 5 games for Liverpool in the Premier League. They have won only 2 games in the last 5 games.
Thank you.
Yeah, so they are struggling. For Spurs, they are won only 1 in the last 5 games, lost 3 of those games. So both teams are struggling. But especially Liverpool, because everybody expected Liverpool to actually, because the kind of money they spent, they spent money in a striking power with Salah, plus Salah in that team, Ekitike, Isak, for invest, plus Salah they already have it.
And Zobo's like.
But let's see if they are going to do well in this particular game against Spurs. Okay, let's move on to the next game. Let's get your prediction for the 9 p.m. games. Leeds United will play Crystal Palace. Who wins in that game?
Leeds United.
Palace.
Yeah, Palace. Let's see who wins that
game.
There's
this contract talks between them, and I think it's going to delay. It's going to affect. It's going to affect the dressing room. But again, they are still up winning their games.
Yeah, no, well, they are going. Well, that is because even if he's going to leave, they are still going to win. They are still going to win. But let's see. The final game for today is Everton versus Arsenal. You know, Arsenal needs to win this game. Now City is just 2 points behind them. If City wins today in the 4 o'clock game, City will go temporarily on top against Arsenal. If Arsenal draw this game, they will still move back on top. But it's going to be an interesting game. Going to Everton is always tough for Arsenal, but Arsenal just need to find a way to win this game. All the talks about this week is about how they're going to involve Gyökeres in their team. They need to adapt to Gyökeres and all. But Everton, they went to Old Trafford to get all 3 points. They have been doing well. If you look at where they are on the table, you can see that they are 9th on the table with 24 points. So that means they are even overachieved for an Everton team. But if you look at this game, Jonah, Arsenal just needs to win this game somehow.
They need to find a way to win it.
Just
and like I said, they just need 3 points from this encounter. They are away at the new Everton Stadium. They are playing an Everton side that is resurgent with the likes of Gisbury Hall, Jack Grealish in there, and then the man up from Beto, who's been scoring at least a couple of games I've seen him play. So they have, let me say, the rudiments of a basic side there. Talking about Everton, Arsenal's problem, however, has been their inability to deploy the potential of Gyökeres in the attacking position. And then secondly, when the wingers do not provide for the team is unable to go on and win games and close out games. So that's the only place I'll have the same question mark we have over Chelsea, being that the defending position and the midfield position has scored more goals than the attack. Is also
scored all the goals,
tenable. Is also tenable because when you talk about that, what's his name? Neto has scored. Neto is the highest goal scorer for Chelsea right now. He's on 5. A couple of other players in that wing position have scored as well. Before there are about 11 players that have scored for Chelsea this season. The bulk of them have 1 goals, others 2. So the main contributors, the 20% of the 8 that produces 80% of the result, is still torn between Neto, Enzo, and the defense. So saying that is the defense or midfield is not accurate in this encounter. So coming back to this scenario, if the wingers do not turn up and they cannot give Gyökeres the ball, they could lose this game, man. Yo.
What do you think about this game?
Let's talk Everton for the win.
You prepare for banter somebody.
Anything
But
you
just
like,
know, you
talk.
just know say that West Ham go lose.
Anything you like,
So
talk.
make everybody just join in.
Just, I'm not going to even lose. Maybe the worst part.
You go lose.
I'm not going to lose.
You go lose. This one, I'm supporting John in this one.
This one, I'm not going to lose. I will come back and tell you the result on Monday.
You are losing, bro.
I know they lose. But again, whether anything like talk, everything for the win. Now, we understand that Arsenal defenders are out injured.
Saliba is back though.
Now, they are coming back one by one. I say Arsenal defenders are out injured. Coming back one by one does not count. You need the
it
full,
does not count.
You need the full of them. You need all of them.
Gabriel is going to come back in 2 weeks.
You need all of them to be available. You get, it's just like telling me Pedro is Poro is available, but Romero is not available. You saw how it happened to Tottenham last season. Even if one is available, the others are not keeping up the potential. It becomes a problem.
The main argument is that Magalhaes and this other guy have been out for a long time. Arsenal has still been surviving, doing well. They've been
surviving now. Thanks to the guy we are giving and you know, like calm down.
Who you give them?
I give them star boy now.
Which star boy?
Captain material, leader.
Does he play in the defense?
In the shield the defense. In the shield, that be the wall of Jericho where shield is the defense. So don't go there. No use that analogy called say does he play in defense? The midfield is the shield that covers the defense. If you understand what football is, but again, against the Tottenham side, this ball is going to be on top of it. I think it's out against an Everton side. This ball is, I think, in the last couple of games, he's picked up knocks in the first half. In the first 20 minutes, he's been taken off because of injuries and all of that. But he's still come back in the next game to play. I just hope he plays the 90 minutes in this one. Okay, I don't want them to manage him. If he's out, he's out. Take him off.
It's going to be an interesting game, as I said before. Arsenal just needs 3 points.
Sagana is back from his red card.
Whether they like it or not, that they need to win. If not, that means City will take over. And if City touch that number one, Otilo for Arsenal fans too. But because even if Arsenal draws this game, depending,
they stay second.
Yeah, they will be second because City has now scored 2 more goal difference than Arsenal. So they have City has plus 22 goals, Arsenal has plus 20 goals. So it means that if City wins this game, Arsenal has to score plenty goals. But if City wins more than 3 goals in that encounter, they will stay first if Arsenal draws again against Everton. But let's see, it's going to be an interesting game today. So you are supporting Arsenal to win, John?
Yes.
Don't you Everton? Okay, but let's see who wins. Okay, for tomorrow's game, one game tomorrow in the Premier League is going to be Aston Villa versus Manchester United. Manchester United are without their key players. Bruno is with Cameroon for the Afcons. Ahmad is with Ivory Coast, and Mazraoui is with Morocco. In just 3 players out for Manchester United. Amorim was talking to the press. He said they need to find a way to manage without this player because Mbeumo and Ahmad has been the key factor in their attack, but they need to find a way. Luckily for them, Sesko is back. This is the right time for Sesko.
Sesko is there, Zeski is there. Let him not come and give me that.
My own is that this is the right time. This 1 month is the right time for Sesko to pick form because he looks likely that he's going to play more minutes than when Mbeumo is, because there's only Zeski that is on the bench. You cannot play all of them so that you can interchange them. So he has more time to 1 month, depending on how long Cameroon go how far they go in the
Cameroon will come out after group stage, no worries.
But Aston Villa, Emery has been fantastic this season. You cannot take it away from Emery. 5 games. Last 5 games, 5 wins in a row. They have been scoring goals. They are just 3 points behind us.
They've won their last 9 games.
In all competition, actually.
11 in all competition.
Yeah, so they are doing well. They are winning games, scoring goals, winning games, and they have won games upon games. Manchester United just a little bit points behind them. But if they win this game, they go to 29 points. Manchester United. If Aston Villa wins this game, depending what happens in the other games, they will go second on the table. It's going to be an interesting game, or third on the third on the table, probably the same point with Arsenal if Arsenal loses their game. But if you look at this game generally, it's going to be an interesting game. Aston Villa versus Manchester United.
Now, Aston Villa has won their last 6 games in the Premier League because I was supposed to stop that run in their last game. It was 5. They've never done 6 in a row, but it was 5 before. I was supposed to stop that run, and I considered the last minute.
You couldn't stop the run. Stop pitching what you could not do. Move on.
So I couldn't stop it, and we played it. We lost to Aston Villa in that one, 3-2 in that result. But again, a Man United side who, like John will always say, they've been consistently inconsistent this season. It's going to be tough with their key players or key figures leaving the club at this time where the club needs to get results. The matches, like we said before now, the matches they're supposed to grind out results, the match against West Ham, the match against Everton, and some other matches they're supposed to grind out results and cover grounds before now. They didn't get those points. A draw against West Ham, a lose against Everton, and a couple of draws here and there against Nottingham Forest and the rest of them. They didn't get that win. Now, it's going to be a tough one against Aston Villa. Now, it's a question of, can Aston Villa do 7 in a row Premier League matches?
Okay, John, if you look at that game, who wins?
Yes, before we talk about who wins, the two stats that scream, they said, there's somebody that said a quote and it says that words tell, numbers scream. Okay, so in this encounter, the two stats that are screaming at everybody who is going to see this game is that Aston Villa have picked up 15 points from a losing position, and Manchester United have dropped 10 points from a winning position. Do you get what that means? Yes. So it tells you that as Manchester United winning, you have more potential of them dropping and losing the game than Aston Villa.
The way they did in last game.
Yes, the way they did, yes, against Bournemouth of all people. You get, after going up 4-3, they conceded in the brink of the game and they ended up with a point in that encounter. So they dropped 2 points in that encounter. So for Aston Villa, from a losing position, they've gained 15 points. That tells you that they have the remontada spirit in them. Should in case Manchester United scores first.
The stats that you're screaming now that you will not talk about is Man United has never lost a game from a winning position.
This season?
At all. They have.
This season, from a winning position, they've never lost a game from a losing position.
Oh, wow.
Not from a winning position, they've never lost a game.
Oh, wow.
Highest they play draw.
Okay,
but in this game, it's going to be an interesting game. Aston Villa is strong. Emery is doing a fantastic job.
You don't need to say much.
I like that guy. Do you know why? No matter the critics, no matter anything you say about him, you always come to the next press conference. When he came to England for Arsenal, all of the things that the press did to him, he didn't bother. He went away and came back to Aston Villa when they were struggling, and he has built Aston Villa.
Now, even when you tell him he's part of the title contenders, it tells you that's not my. I'm not in that conversation. He doesn't want to.
That one concern him. Is that now? What did this guy do last season? Now what did Maresca do last season?
No.
I'm not in the title.
No. I'm not saying. Look at it. He said
that's what Maresca did.
Maresca said, I am not in the title contention. That's why he lost it. He said, I don't want to get in that conversation. He didn't lose it because
he said that.
Well, see, let me tell you the difference between these statements now. He said, I don't want to get into that conversation. We take every game as it comes. It's simple. Maresca said, I'm not in the title contender. We are here to build. You get that's one mentality. You could lose your next match, but this man is telling you, as every game comes, we are taking it as
you
it
know
comes.
why.
I don't want to talk about the title contention.
No, it's different. It's a different thing. Chelsea might give Maresca the tax to win the Premier League, but there is no management that will give Emery a tax to win the Premier League.
At
they
all.
will tell him finish top 4, finish European League. So I understand his statement. His statement is always going to be true because I don't think that Aston Villa will come and say, Emery are winning the league this season.
With which budget? They give him money this summer.
They
don't give him anything.
In the next 2 seasons. So he's right and he's building. But if he wins the Premier League, why not? Why not? I like seeing underdogs like that winning the Premier League.
We saw Leicester do it.
Yeah, so if Aston Villa, and this is how Leicester was winning games. Like play. They are winning. 5 games win, 7 games, 8 games and that's what we see them until they won the league. So it's possible. And Emery is following that particular path. Fantastic manager he is, but he's going to play as Manchester United. Hopefully he wins that game. But for Manchester United, if they win, good luck for them. Okay, good game all in the Premier League. There is one game on Monday, Fulham versus Nottingham Forest. Who wins in that game? Fulham have been struggling.
Forest, please.
And Forest has been winning too.
Forest.
Okay, not who wins?
Fulham.
Okay, that's all for the Premier League. As Nonso said, if you lose, he knows that his own team is going to lose, but don't go and lose and join his team. So because he's going to carry fire and come on Monday. So join us on Monday.
I don't carry my fire.
But if West Ham manage to win, I go leave this show for Nonso.
Just the house,
it's
no
not
come.
Possible.
Just see, make just the house. I'll do the show alone.
Possible.
I will tell you.
Okay, let's move on to the La Liga before we talk about Afcon quickly. The La Liga games for today. Yesterday's game, 1 game, Valencia and Mallorca played the 1-1 draw. Today's game, Oviedo will play Celta Vigo, Levante will play Real Sociedad, Osasuna will play Alaves, and Real Madrid will play Sevilla. Sevilla is going to be without their 2 key players, Ejuke and Akko Adams. Both of them are with the Super Eagles. Okay, Girona will play Atletico Madrid. Villarreal will play Barcelona in one of those big games that will happen in the La Liga. Elche will play Rayo Vallecano. Real Betis will play Getafe. Then on Monday, Athletic Club will play Espanyol. Okay, Real Madrid is going to play Sevilla. Who wins in that game?
A shocker.
Every time they'll find shock.
For Real Madrid, they shocker.
Every day they find shock.
I've gotten my shocks now.
A couple of maybe 3 draws in a row they do. Yeah, he got
the loss,
okay, the last game, yeah, they lost the last game. It's true. They lost the last game. Yeah, it's true. So they don't do for the shock now.
No, one more.
Now one more you go talk until season end. But again, no more shocks for you again, John.
One more.
No more shocks again. The next shock is for Barcelona. But again, this one is going to be a tough game. Like I said before, for Real Madrid, no easy game for them this season. It's a team that is maybe I would say under Alonso, they are a team in transition, because today you're seeing this couple of midfielders putting up a performance like wow. The next game you're seeing them struggle to get balls forward. You'll see them struggle to string up 3, 4, 5 passes. To get the ball forward, you're seeing them struggle in it. And you want us now introduce new young players into the side. I feel like Real Madrid has struggled enough than to put the shoulders of the world on the arms of the
Real Madrid has struggled.
Yeah, they've struggled enough. They've struggled enough this season.
To put
the weight of the team.
Real Madrid don't struggle nothing, and they are not a club in transition. They are not.
Yeah, because
don't give me that.
Because we talked about it last season.
Don't give me that. They are not in transition. Anything. That one is excuse.
We talked about it last season that Ancelotti kind of played the team without defenders. Where he finished?
Okay. So who wins in this game?
Madrid.
Who wins in this game? Sevilla.
Sevilla.
I'm telling you, John. Is this
Sevilla?
Whether John? I know John is going to say Sevilla. I know John is going to say Sevilla, but I'm just telling you because we will not come again on Monday and say, and again, Hendrik did not play. Hendrik not go play. He will not. He cannot make it just go alone. And they want me to come, East London for loan, but again, he's going to Lyon. I think all parties have been approved, but again, I feel like this game is going to be tough. Defenders are coming back from injuries. I hope they get the result.
Okay. The other big game is going to Barcelona versus Villarreal. Is first versus third in that Serie A
title contender.
So Villarreal is going to host Barcelona. Who wins in that game?
Now Villarreal, no.
FCB.
Now Villarreal.
So both of you there.
Go and look at the numbers. FCB have not played a 1-0 win in the last 5 games.
Yeah,
they know how to score.
Okay.
2-0.
They know how to score.
Let's see who's going
4-0, 4-1.
It's not 4-0 anything. Their last 5 games have been 2 goals.
Okay, let's see what happens in those 2 games in the La Liga. Is going to be both of them obviously fighting for that title. Villarreal is somewhere and Atletico Madrid is somewhere in 3rd and 4th following them. But obviously we know that those 2 guys, Barcelona and Real Madrid, are going to be fighting for that La Liga title come end of the season. Okay, quickly before the Afcon Cup, Afcons, that will move to Afcons. Bologna beat Inter Milan on penalties on the Italian Super Cup yesterday. So it's going to Bologna going to the finals versus Napoli. Inter lost on penalties.
I've been
3
telling
goals
you,
to 2.
be wary of Bologna.
So good game for Bologna to win against Inter. Remember the first semi-final of that game, Napoli beat AC Milan in that first semi-final. But now Bologna are in the final. They are going to play Napoli in that final. Okay, let's talk about the Afcons. Afcons is starting tomorrow. It's going to be an interesting tournament, the African Cup of Nations. It's going to be an interesting tournament. It's going to happen in Morocco. But first, the news that has been confirmed that Ndidi is going to be the official captain of the Super Eagles. Everybody knew that.
It will be too playful.
Yeah, it's not about him to play. I think
it's between him and Iwobi. Well, again,
Iwobi cannot even, because he, as I said before yesterday, he's the only player for sure that always going to play the 90 minutes. And if he's fit, and it's always good for your captain to play 90 minutes. And if you look at others, let's want to give defenders, we have new defenders there or Bassi there, but that is just the news. He's going to be an official captain for the Super Eagles in this Afcon. Hopefully, he's going to win that title, help win that title for the Super Eagles, because we need to win it. We don't suffer for this country. We need something to cheer up especially in January of 2026. Use that one whole body. You go say that January go, 2026 go just make sense for all of us.
In the famous words of Duncan Mighty, there must be something for a hustler. And this Afcon.
There must be something for a hustler, eh?
This Afcon, now we go use guide.
Use and see.
Now we go use see front. Simple. I don't want to hear anything.
You go hear the thing that the future is bright.
It's bright and fair.
Oh, happy day.
Simple and short. Bring back the trophy.
Yeah, tomorrow the first game will start by 8 p.m. sharp. It's going to go Morocco versus Comoros in the first game. Just one game. That's how it works in every tournament. One game, because they are going to do the parade, the opening ceremony, all of those things. Yes, before that game. But it's going to be an interesting tournament. Africa is the biggest. No matter what anybody says in this life, this is the biggest game for Africans. This is our own World Cup. This is what we need to promote. We need to talk about it. But it's good. What do you expect in this tournament? Good game, what game? Because Morocco have built fantastic stadium. They are actually bidding to host the World Cup. That's to tell you the kind of facility they have.
They
are going to see it. Yeah, we are going to see it in this Afcon first. But in general, in this tournament, what do you expect in this tournament generally?
Yeah, for me, talking about the Afcons, first and foremost, they are going to be doing the kickoff at Fez instead of Casablanca. That's probably a new stadium. And then you look at the facilities we saw, because we saw some of the highlights coming from Morocco right now, and it's looking well put together. It's not looking like an Afcon. It's looking like a World Cup, possibly, if you look at the organization. And then secondly, if you look at the teams that are coming through, there are certain people next to us have been fighting us over jollof rice, fighting us over Ghana must go and some other things. And they are going to be watching us.
They have played the World Cup.
Don't worry, we'll watch them. No problem. Until God of the mysterious hour give us tickets.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Godwin. So when they use their 24 hours, they watch Afcon.
What do you expect?
We don't get light. Never go take like 3 World Cup.
So
we don't send their match World Cup. That time they go use they play their match. Night to go there. So
we will not stay online. They banter for banter.
We don't go watch them. We'll come after the match, after the highlights. Call reply them.
They play for what?
We're going to sleep. We're going to sleep. So we don't even send
What do you
them.
expect in this Afcon?
But again, in this Afcon, I just expect beautiful football.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's just about the performance. Sometimes we talk about the AFCONs, and media houses across Europe are trying to downplay the effect of the AFCONs. Yet they hype
their own competition.
No, not even their own competition. Yet they hype the Copa America.
Yeah, they even hype the Nations League, which we all know is
Nations League, which
upgraded
friendly matches. They hype it. But the AFCONs is underrated and all of that. But again, I feel like if most of your players, because if you look at the European teams or the clubs in Europe, and most of the players you've seen in that club, you see at least 40% or 50% of Africans putting up the numbers of legends in each club. You look at Liverpool now, you can't talk about 30% of their legends without putting Mo Salah.
You can't even talk about 3 without putting Salah in that.
You talk about
that
PSG
yes.
and the rest of them. You can't talk about their full team without talking about African decent players. And even JJ Okocha come there and can't do wonders for them.
For the talk about Gerrard and Liverpool, has better numbers.
When you talk about Bundesliga, you still talk about JJ. These players, Inter Milan, talk about Kanu or Ajax, talk about Kanu. Also, African players have gone on and done great things. Talk about Diop of Ivory Coast and Cameroon. Players have done, even Senegal. Players, we've always sent them players to at least upgrade their league. So coming back to African football now, I expect these players that has gone to Europe to put up the numbers, come to the ground basics, come home, and put up that same performance. So I will look like, at least once this league is televised, this Afcon is televised, we see other young players putting up their performance against and playing against.
And it's good for
it's good for homegrown talent, local talent. Like now, like South Africa that has 70% of their team being home-based players. You're playing against any guy that has Jackson playing for a European team, Mane. You now start paying them too much respect. It's not good in your favor. Because I think I was seeing a game between Canada and England one time like that, and Tomari was playing for the Canadian side. And Rashford, all of them were playing for English side. I think it was English under 20. I think it was under 21 tournament. and the players were paying England too much. And commentator told them, "See, bro, I don't know why you're paying them too much
It's
respect.
not too much respect. It's just that your opponent is bigger. If you know your
If
opponent
you
is
see
bigger,
your opponent for TikTok, I mean, they see them on TV.
you know me, now 11 against 11 they play.
But the bottom line is, apart from every other thing, talking about the tactical side of the game, I want to see a robust media coverage, because it's one thing that we are going to use to superimpose on the mindset of those in Europe that, look, this is ours. This is just as big as any other tournament. And then secondly, I know there are lots of scouts that are going to be around.
Yeah.
We are going to see a fresh crop of African superstars emerge from this, and I'm just looking forward to seeing all of this thing unfold, of course, with Super Eagles winning the title.
So preach the gospel by social media.
Okay, let's see. But in tomorrow's game, Morocco is going to play Comoros. Who wins in that game?
Draw. Comoros done good. Comoros, they show me workings.
Okay, now he show me
and they want export players this period.
Die. Say, you know that they use belt. You know that army belt. Floco. Waiting for market. Then we'll flock Comoros waiting no good. Just watch out.
Okay, let's see. The African Cup of Nations is going to start tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll see a good tournament. Not even a good tournament. We'll see a perfect tournament. VAR is going to be there. Everything is going to be there. It's going to be a huge tournament, and it's happening in Morocco. In the opening ceremony, our own Davido is going to be part of the performers in that opening ceremony. So good luck to him and other singers that is going to do the open ceremony. But it's going to be Comoros versus Morocco. Morocco versus Comoros in first game of the Afcon on Sunday. That game is happening on Sunday tomorrow. On Monday, we'll come out and start talking about all the other games that will happen in Afcon, because 3 games on Monday, 3 games on Tuesday, three games is going to be happening every time they play the Afcons. 2 p.m., 5 p.m., and 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. So we'll come on Monday and talk about it. But first game, Morocco versus Comoros in that first game. Okay, let's start taking phone calls and get your own contribution about the Premier League and about everything we have been talking about. Number to call is 0706 048 5853. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Name and location, please. Yeah. Okay. What is your contribution?
Very good, but John, the game was starting in no mention well. No, so now you mentioned that start.
Tell him.
For the past 2 seasons, okay, for the past 2 seasons, Man have not lost a game on the winning position.
Okay. History FC, una no go rest.
No be History FC, they call start.
Una no go rest.
See, John,
Okay.
So no matter how Aston Villa pick points from losing position, Man United will not lose.
History FC.
Not history. It's still continuing, because if you check, last season was the worst Man U season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they won in the final day of the season too. I remember.
Which means Aston Villa they come with revenge, Joe. You don't make them go.
And you are without your man.
You don't make them go Champions League.
Okay.
All right. No favor for. All right. Okay.
I go remind you on Monday.
Abio. Squad choke.
Over choke.
All right.
Yes.
It doesn't stop Madrid from winning.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah. I think PSG do their own, no? Yeah. Okay. All right, thank you. All right,
Okay,
thank
now.
you. Okay, let's see if your predictions will work. It's going to be an interesting Premier League game. So call us and tell us your prediction and tell us your expectation of the Afcons. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. Name and location, please. Okay, your predictions for this weekend. Okay.
Tonali.
All right.
Tonali, Serie A winner. Dambon.
Okay. All right. Okay, no problem. Thank you very much.
So,
All right.
so Chukuri no returns. Chelsea will win, yeah?
Yeah, that's what it means.
Chelsea will win.
Okay,
But again,
nah.
if you compare players for players, Tonali has done it in Serie A. He's done
Thank
it every
you,
day.
Gimaresh.
Gimaresh is doing it every day, and
Okay.
he's still contending for Premier League as well.
Good. Good morning.
Good morning.
Name and location, please. Okay, your predictions. Definitely. Okay. Also. Yes, so. Not true. It also see draw, you win.
Oga Pakwe.
No, it's your own words, so he's countering your words.
Your color. Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's see. Good predictions. Okay. 0706 048 5853. Call us and tell us your predictions. Okay, the Afcons are remember the Afcons in Group A. Morocco is Mali, Zambia, and Comoros are in Group A. Group B is Egypt, South Africa, Angola, and Zimbabwe. Group C is Nigeria, Tunisia, Uganda, and Tanzania. It's supposed to be a winnable group for us, though. In Group D
Tunisia?
Apart from Tunisia, though. Okay, in Group D is Senegal, DR Congo, Benin Republic, and Botswana. In Group E, Algeria, Burkina Faso, Equatorial Guinea, and Sudan. Then in Group F, final group is Ivory Coast, the holders are the defending champions Cameroon, Gabon, and Mozambique. Okay, hello, good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Name and location, please. Okay, your contribution quickly.
Talk to me. And I fight with my two hands up. Everton for the win. Okay. No, the show starts by 8:64 Zubulu Street. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you. All right. All right. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see if your predictions is going to work. Okay, finally on our YouTube channel, Okoro Uche says, good morning, guys, in the studio. I'm watching you people from Onitsha, so kudos to you, my guy. And also, okay, Agara is here. Agara, welcome to the show. He's saying Chelsea to win 2-1, Liverpool to win, Everton to win, Arsenal. Finally, okay, Chidera, welcome to the show. Thank you guys for joining us on today's show. Tomorrow, okay, not tomorrow, on Monday, we are back for more. Remember, guys, we are always live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. You can always join us live on Radio Garden too. Just search for Volt FM. You will see us live and direct. Thank you for being part of this family. Thank you, and Merry Christmas to all of our fans, all the persons that have been the parts of us in this Volt FM family. Thank you very, very much. Merry Christmas to every one of you listening to me, and Happy New Year in advance. My name is Godwin. Have a wonderful day.
We wish you